Hello, and welcome back to What Women Don't Say, the podcast where we talk about all the things women feel, experience, and think about, but rarely say out loud. This week, we will be diving into the series Why Women Lose Themselves After Becoming Mothers. Let's talk about the moment she disappeared, how motherhood erases women. The day I gave birth, I disappeared. Not my body. My body was very much there. In pain, exhausted, leaking. I mean me, the woman I had been for 30-something years. She just vanished. And nobody told me that was going to happen. Here's what nobody tells you about becoming a mother. It's not just a role you add to your life. For millions of women, it becomes a complete identity replacement. You go from being a full, complex human being with desires, opinions, a career, friendships, and a sense of self, to being mom. Just mom. And what's terrifying is how fast it happens. One day you're talking about your dreams, your goals, your next vacation. The next, every conversation revolves around feeding schedules, sleep training, and whether your toddler is hitting his milestones. You stop being the main character in your own story. You become the supporting role in your child's. Now, why does this happen? It's not weakness. It's not a personal failure. It's a perfect storm of biological, cultural, and psychological forces that conspire to dissolve the woman and replace her with the mother. Let's start with the biological piece. When you give birth, your brain actually changes. Neuroscience has a term for it, matrescence. Just like adolescence, it's a massive neurological restructuring. Your brain rewires itself to be hypervigilant to your baby's needs. Your threat detection systems go into overdrive. Your sense of self literally reorganizes around protecting and nurturing another life. This is evolutionary. It kept our species alive. But it also means that the internal compass you use to navigate your own life is suddenly recalibrated entirely around someone else. Add to that the cultural layer. In almost every society on Earth, mothers are idealized as selfless. The good mother is one who gives everything, who forgets herself, who never complains, who finds total fulfillment in her children. These messages are everywhere. In the way people respond when you say you need time alone. Don't you miss your baby? In the way mothers who pursue careers are judged. In the way a woman's ambition is suddenly treated as suspect once she has children. Then there's the practical reality of the mental load. Mothers, disproportionately, carry the invisible labor of running a family. The doctor's appointments, the birthday gifts, the school forms, the meal planning, the emotional temperature of the household. This relentless cognitive labor consumes mental space that used to be occupied by her own thoughts, plans, and dreams. And here's what happens over time. She stops asking, "What do I want?" because she's been answering, "What does everyone else need?" for so long that she's genuinely forgotten she's allowed to have wants. The loss of self in motherhood isn't always dramatic. It's rarely a single moment of crisis. More often, it's a slow erosion. She stops reading the books she loves. She stops calling her friends. She stops wearing clothes that feel like her. She gives up the gym, the hobby, the side project. Each individual sacrifice seems small, reasonable, even noble. But the accumulation, that's an identity. And then one day, sometimes years later, she looks in the mirror and doesn't recognize the woman staring back. Not because she's aged, but because she doesn't know who she is anymore, outside of being someone's mother. The painful irony is that this self-erasure doesn't even make her a better mother. Burned out, identityless women don't parent better. They parent from depletion. They snap more, they resent more, they model self-abandonment to the daughters watching them. So what's the answer? That's what this channel is for. This is a space for the woman who is still in there, underneath the spit-up stains and the school runs and the endless to-do lists. She hasn't disappeared. She's just been buried, and we're going to dig her out. If you recognized yourself in any of this, if you felt the slow fade of your own identity since becoming a mother, I want you to know you are not alone and you are not lost. You are waiting to be found. Subscribe if you're ready to start that process. I'll see you in the next video.